Hi, my name is Chelsea and welcome to Collective Self, an intentional community where you are always welcome. I am so happy to see you today. Today I wanted to give you some self-care tips if you are a crybaby like me and you cry often. I wanted to give you some tips on how you can really care for yourself as you are going through a difficult time. Some self-care tips to really take care of you physically, mentally, and emotionally. And if that interests you, then stay tuned. But before that, let me give you the affirmation of the day, which is, crying allows me to release all that does not serve me. Crying allows me to release all that does not serve me. And with that, let's get into the video. So my first tip is to hydrate. If you know that you're gonna cry and you know that you cry a lot, drink water. And more than that, drink about 16 to 32 ounces of water. Add some electrolytes into it. You can even drink coconut water if you like coconut water, and that will really hydrate you, because when we cry, as you know, you're releasing all that water, and our body is 75% water, and crying often can dehydrate us, and we really need to replenish that water source, that water supply, for the health of our skin, the health of our digestive system, and really all the systems in our body to work harmoniously. So my first tip is to hydrate internally. Make sure that you're just chugging some water. I know it feels weird sometimes to be like crying and then like chugging water, but it really will help you, not in the moment, but after the moment has passed, when you are feeling like, oh my God, I have this headache, because I get these pounding headaches after I cry. It will help to lessen the headaches. It will also help to just make sure that you're feeling not as crappy after you cry. So hydrate, and hydrate with electrolytes. And my second tip for hydration is also to put aloe on your face. When we cry, all that water can be stripping all the oils and other things off our face. We're rubbing our face with tissue and things like that. So what I like to do is to put aloe, and I also like to put a second coat of eye cream on my eyes, because when you cry, you might be tugging at the eyes with tissue, you might be tugging, with the shirt or whatever you're using, like to basically cry into, you'll be rubbing your face, and the aloe helps to, first of all, provide a protective layer from whatever you're, wiping your face with, but it also helps to hydrate the skin if your skin is dehydrated from the outside in. And the second layer of eye cream does the same thing, because when you're tugging on your eyes, you could be possibly creating more wrinkles and things like that. And especially if the skin is dehydrated, more wrinkles could form even quicker. And so my advice for that is to just put on a layer of aloe vera or a gel-based cream, or a gel-based moisturizer, I should say, and then do your thing. And then even after the fact, after you're finished crying, go wash your face, put on a coat of aloe vera, put on an extra coat of eye cream, maybe even some of those like little gel eye masks, and let it do its thing. And the final tip I have for, I guess, your physical body and taking care of like any of the puffiness that you might have, is to get one of those eye masks that you can put in the freezer or the fridge. And after you cry, just literally put that on, take a second, relax, lay down, put it on your eyes, and let it do its thing. You can also use a piece of ice or a jade roller, a rose quartz roller, anything that you have that can be put into the fridge or the freezer to get rid of some of the puffiness. I suggest using that, because I know what it's like to be, you just finished crying, but now you have to go outside, you have to see other people, and to feel like, oh no, I'm all puffy, I don't really want to be seen, and it's obvious that I'm crying. So get you a frozen eye mask or a piece of ice. Even you can chop up some aloe vera, make some aloe vera gel, and freeze those and use those cubes on your face for like a sort of 2-for-1, where it will hydrate your skin and you will get the anti-inflammatory properties of the ice and the cold. And so those are my tips for your physical, appearance. But if you tend to get headaches, I would suggest before you start crying, or if you're in the middle of crying, before your headache sets, because what I find is that I'll get like these really bad headaches after I finish crying, but not in the middle of crying, or it might even be the next day. What I'll do is, before I'm done crying, I'll take some ibuprofen or even a migraine pill, because I tend to get migraines anyway and the headaches are splitting. And I'll take a maybe 400 to 800, it's all up to you what dosage you want to take, milligrams of ibuprofen or Advil, and that will really help so that by the time the headache actually sets in, I'm not feeling all that pressure and build up in my head. Yeah, so I definitely recommend that if you get those headaches as well. Also, like I said, hydrating will really help with not getting those headaches. It might not help fully. You might still get the headache, but hydrating your body will help your body to reset even faster. And now I have some tips for your emotional self. So if you have a hard time getting out of the funk after you cry, I suggest moving your body. So I suggest either doing a dance workout, any type of workout really, going for a walk outside, getting some fresh air, even doing a meditation. You could do a moving meditation. So when I say moving meditation, I mean just breathing in, breathing out, and moving your body, stretching. Sometimes when I cry, it's like I'm curling up into a ball, and that's not good for your spine. It's not good for your energy to be like flowing. And so what I tend to do is try to stretch my body, stretch everything out, so I can release a lot of that energy. And if you feel like you don't really feel like stretching now, at least take a shower and get dressed. Like, do your makeup, do whatever it is that you do to feel good about yourself, and then maybe go outside. Go to the store that you like to go to a coffee shop. For me personally, I find that it's very hard for me to stop crying sometimes. So something that helps me is to literally just go outside and be in public. I don't like crying in public. I feel like it's embarrassing. So what I'll tend to do is I'll get up, I'll get dressed, and I'll go for a walk. I'll go outside, and that always helps me be in a better mood by the time I get back home, because not only did I feel like, it's not appropriate for me to be crying at this moment, but I put myself in a different space emotionally and physically. So if you feel like it's hard for you to shake off that funk, move your body, take a shower, get up, get dressed, and get out of the house. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're going 10 minutes away, if you go get a smoothie, whatever it is you decide to do, just go and put yourself in a different headspace, in a different physical space. And I promise you'll feel 10 times better. One of the things that I also think is really important for after you cry is to reset your nervous system. Sometimes if you cry for too long of a time, your nervous system will be in a state of fight or flight, and it will create even more conflicts, because not only will you have cried and now you're dysregulated, but situations that happen after the fact might also make you cry, and then you'll just fall deeper and deeper into a state of dysregulation. So my advice for this is to find meditations, yoga classes for this on YouTube. Another really good way to reset your nervous system is to have a weighted blanket. You could even have a friend or a partner really just squash you. So lay on top of you, and the weight, right? That's why weighted blankets are really good. For this, the weight of them will help you to feel a little bit more stable, grounded, and just generally a little bit more safer. Which is why, this is also why babies like to be swaddled, because it really helps them to feel that sense of safety and security. And it's no different with you. And my last tip is to cleanse the energy in your space. So get some sage, some Palo Santo, some incense, or even just opening up the windows, cleaning, wiping things off with something that smells good, maybe some Florida water, will really reset the energy in your space. Sometimes we can get into a funk, and the energy in our space can really reflect that, because whatever we're thinking about and feeling is projected into the space. That's manifestation 101. So if you have been in a little bit of a funk, even if it's just for, one day, make sure that you're opening up your windows, make sure you're energy cleansing the space, moving things around, getting the stagnant energy out and bringing in some fresh new energy. I really hope these tips helped. They definitely helped me, and they've created a situation where now when I cry, I don't feel like it takes so much for me to get back into my own energy. I feel like I have a really good flow of how I can, you know, take care of my physical self, my emotional self, and my spiritual self, and get back to myself much faster. So I really do hope this helped. If it did, you're welcome to join our community, Collective Self, on Facebook. It's literally called Collective Self. We're also on TikTok at Collective Self. And like and subscribe. I hope to see you soon. Bye.